So for section 2, this is the main bit, or what I would almost call the verse. I'm just going to play it through once, then I'm going to split it into 4 sections and we'll break down each section at a time. So this is the verse. So we're going to split it into 4 sections. So this will be section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4. So if we're looking at section 1, you're going to be hammering on 2nd fret just like we did in the intro. Then you're going to do this right hand hammer on, right hand tapping it's called. If you put your thumb just above the neck for a bit of stability, that helps when you're hitting down to get the note out. So just practice on its own. Right hand, index finger, 11th fret of the G, that's going to be the note you're hitting. So just practice getting that out. If you hear the harmony, that's good, that comes out as you do the right hand tap. Then practice doing the tap, then ring finger plays the open E, middle finger plays the open B, then a little put off. That's going to be what your right hand's doing. So just practice that on its own. Once you're happy with those, put it together. So we're going to go left hand is going to hit 2nd fret, hammer on. Right hand, 11th fret, G string, hammer on. As you pick that open E, your left hand's going to slap the front at the top like it did in the intro. So just that once more. Then you're going to hit the open B with your middle finger. Then you're going to pull off with your index finger from the G to an open G, from the 11th fret, sorry, to the open G, and you're going to use your left hand to hammer on back on the 2nd fret. So nice and slow all together. Once more. And the last bit, I just use my ring finger, you could use all 3. Just above the pick guard, you're going to hit, just tap it with your right hand. Then left hand on the side at the top, just like in the intro. So, all together. Once more. And just keep practicing that round until you're smooth with that, and then move on to section 2. So part 2, I'll just play it through once. You're going to be starting 1st finger, index finger of the right hand, going to do a tap at the 6th fret. Then your left hand, you're going to do a hammer on the 5th fret, the top 3 strings again, just as you did at the 2nd fret. As you do that, ring finger in the right hand plays the open E. And then you play the open B. Once more. Then you're going to do a right hand strum. You don't want to strum with your whole hand, because then your thumb's miles away, you're going to miss the next tap. So keep your thumb where it was, and just with your 1st finger, just do a little stroke strum. As you do that, left hand's going to hit the front and top. So that bit together. Once more. Then you're going to come back to the 6th fret, right hand tap. Then you're going to come to the 7th fret with your left hand. It all gets a bit tight here, so you may find your hands hit each other. With a bit of practice, you don't do it very often. So same again, 6th fret tap, 7th fret hammer. This time there's a gap, then you pick the ring finger. So they're not together this time. Then the left hand hits the front and side. Then you hit the open B. So again, a little gap. Once more, just that bit. So nice and slow through the whole section. Oh, sorry, do that again. Once more. Same again, just practice that bit on its own. Then put it together with section 1. Once you can do that bit comfortably, then move on to section 3. Okay, so section 3 is the same rhythm as section 1, so if you can play section 1 you should be able to pick it out fairly simply. I'll just play it through once. So, this time you hammer on at the 2nd fret, then right hand 6th fret of the G tap, then again you pick the ring finger plays the open E and you're going to slap the top. Then it's the B string, then it's the pull off again, right hand pull off as you do the left hand tap into the 2nd fret. So just again through that bit. So far just the same, you're just down at the 6th fret instead. Then you do the same thing, ring finger taps the front by the pick guard, and then left hand top and side. So nice and slow all the way through. Once more. Then play that bit on its own and move on to section 4. Alright, so for the last section, section 4 of the verse, I'll just play it through once, then we'll look through it in detail. So, right hand tap on the 4th string, G string, 4th fret. Then you're going to come in with a 5th fret hammer on. Then you're going to come in with an open B. Then you do that right hand strum again, the open string, it's just the index finger, but as you do it, move your hand back because you're going to come to a 9th fret. And as you do that slap again on the front top. So once more with the little hand movement. So you're just preparing yourself to land on 9. So this is probably the hardest section, so it needs a little bit more practice. Then you come in at the 7th fret on your left hand. Then you're going to play an open E. Then you're going to play a 6th fret of the G right hand tap at the same time you hit the left hand hits the front side. Then an open B. So again, that can take some practice, the right hand tap and the slap. So that second bit, hammer on 9th fret, left hand 7th fret, open E, 6th fret, slap, open B. So all the way through. Then, once more. Once you can play that nice and smooth, put it together with section 3, then section 4. Then once you've smoothed that bit, put 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 together so you've got the whole thing. Second time round is exactly the same. You can add in, he does right at the very beginning instead of playing this. On the second time he does 11 slides to 12 and back again. Oops, sorry, wrong string. You can add that in if you want, just a little variation. Then when he comes back to it just before the outro, instead of doing the 6-0 that we did right at the end of section 4, you come to the 9th fret of the B and hit the open E. So that would just be going into the outro. But when you're going into the third section, the kind of the chorusy bit, you just finish as we did 6-0. Then you're into the, which we'll do in the next section.